Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. Putting a hitch on your Toyota Camry can lead to some amazing adventures, such as biking, camping, or road trips to your favorite destination. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now let me show you how we complete this install. You will need the following tools and supplies to complete this installation. To begin this installation, we need to lower our underbody panel. We will remove 7 push-pin retainers with a flathead screwdriver. We will remove these 2 plastic nuts with a 12mm socket, and we will remove these 3 plastic nuts with a 10mm socket. Gently pull down on the panel to free the plastic nut. There is one more fastener, a 10mm bolt, in the back of the panel here. For this installation, we do need to lower the exhaust, so let's support it with a strap. Use exhaust removal pliers and soapy water if needed to remove 3 rubber hangers. The first one is in the rear by the tailpipe. The second rubber hanger is behind your passenger side rear tire. Your third rubber hanger is near the rear crossmember. Lower your exhaust heat shield by removing 2 10mm flange nuts. We are now ready to trim the exhaust heat shield. As per the directions, we have marked the area out with some tape, and I will make the cut using tin snips. Remove 2 bolts from your rearmost exhaust hanging bracket with a 12mm socket. Remove this rubber plug with a flathead screwdriver. We now need to remove some of this oversprayed body caulking. We can do this with a flathead screwdriver. You can now reinstall the heat shield. On the driver's side, in lieu of a second exhaust, remove these 2 plastic plugs with a flathead screwdriver. Remove 2 rubber plugs. Remove enough body caulking until the hitch fits flush against the frame. Our next step will be to enlarge this forwardmost access hole with a 1/2" drill bit. We are now ready to raise the hitch into place. I will be using this U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you do not have one, we recommend that you get a second set of hands. The hitch is a little heavy. We're now going to loosely install our M8 bolts. We're doing this because we need to line the hitch up perfectly to drill one final hole. We can now go ahead and drill out this hole with a 1/2" drill bit. You can now enlarge the access hole using a step bit so that the 7/16 carriage bolt will pass through easily. We're now ready to fish wire our hardware into the frame. There is a 7/16 carriage bolt, custom spacer, conical tooth washer, a nut, and the fishing wire. Insert the fish wire into the 1/2" drilled out hole and have it come out the access hole. A magnet tool can help you find your end and retrieve it. The car may have some body lubrication on the inside. This is normal. Insert the custom spacer onto the fish wire and into the frame, and then thread on the 7/16 carriage bolt. Make sure the teeth of the conical tooth washer face the plate of the hitch. You can use a flathead screwdriver to hold the bolt so you do not lose it in the frame. Repeat these steps for the other side. Now we can reinstall any previously removed exhaust hanging brackets by removing the loosely installed M8 bolts and placing the bracket between the hitch and the bolt. We're now ready to torque the hardware to the manufacturer's specifications. I will link them in the description below. The 7/16 carriage bolt will use an 18mm socket. The factory M8 bolts will use a 13mm socket. You can now raise the exhaust back onto the 3 rubber hangers. We're now ready to cut our underbody panel. We have marked out an area that is 5 inches wide by 9 inches deep. We discovered we didn't need the full 7 inches that the directions call out for. We're going to use an air saw as this will be easier than our tin snips. We also found to reinstall the body panel, we need to cut out a 3-inch by 3-inch section, removing this divot that is in the way of the receiver. Now return your underbody panel and all the previously removed fasteners. Now that our hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle onto level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 1.25 inch receiver. From the pinhole to the end of the bumper is 4 inches. From the ground to the top of the receiver is 10 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com.